Will someone that a narcissist has moved into a new relationship with ever try to reach out to you? Why would they reach out to you? It can definitely be a possibility. In this video, I'll be discussing why somebody who is a new source of supply for a narcissist might reach out to you, what all of that means, and how you handle it if it is something that happens to you. First things first, there's actually a number of different reasons why a new person who's dating a narcissist that you were involved with might want to talk to you. And I've kind of broken it down into two sections. The first group of reasons I want to go over is when the narcissist has told them to reach out to you and do a certain set of things. And then we'll move on to, of course, when they reach out to you and it's kind of not at the request of the narcissist. So the narcissist has told them to reach out to you, and it could be for one or potentially more, really, let's say what it is here, of the following reasons. They might reach out to flaunt the new relationship in your face. They might reach out to you and tell you they're with the narcissist now. They're so happy. They're gonna fix everything you couldn't, and you suck, and you're terrible, and they know all about you. And this is usually what happens when a narcissist doesn't have the courage to do those things for themselves. There's also a couple other reasons behind something like this, but we'll get to that a little later on. They also, of course, really enjoy ganging up on people, triangulating people. As we know, this is a great way to triangulate, and this is a great way to make a person a scapegoat and gang up because two is always better than one, of course. They might be trying to get you to do something for the narcissist. They might reach out and tell you, well, you should do this for this person, or hand over a laundry list of things that maybe the narcissist wants in the divorce. Might be kids or custody related, usually to which this new person in the narc's life knows nothing about, and it's frankly none of their business. They might even come to you and attempt to play nicely to get you to do something or give something to the narcissist. It's also highly possible that they could try to gaslight you and tell you that you're being mean to the narcissist about something, or you're really being unreasonable, or you're really being difficult, to attempt to convince you that that's what's happening, when in reality it isn't. The narcissist is the one not really playing very fair in that moment. The new supply could potentially be tasked with gathering information for the narcissist. So you might get a really inflammatory but extremely transparent text message like, could you leave my girlfriend alone, or boyfriend, whatever, respectively? Could you leave this person alone? I'm with them now. And it's very clear that it's bait. It's very clear that it's a trick to get you to say, I'm not talking to them unless I need to get a hold of them about something. I don't really care. I'm in a new relationship. And that was really what they were hinting at all along, was to get you to say whether or not you're in a new relationship, and now they have that bit of information. They might say, hey, this person wants some of their stuff back, ABCXYZ, doesn't matter. To which you might say, listen, I don't have it, I sold it, I got rid of it, or whatever. And they're gathering little bits and pieces of information for the narcissist. It's possible, as I just said a few minutes ago, that you could be gaslighted by the new supply. They might get a hold of you and tell you you're insane, you need help, and they might be doing this because the narcissist has, of course, run a smear campaign and given them an earful of usually false and awful information about you. So now they come to you with this new information that they were so excited to learn, and they can read you the riot act, again, at the request of the narcissist. You might hear from a new person if the narcissist, honestly, just wants to see if they can make the new person do the dirty work. Remember, relationships with highly narcissistic people are all about two things: power and control. They honestly, in a lot of cases, just want to see what they can get this person to do. Even more twisted, and it might have even happened with you. It could be something that bonds them together. You know, narcissists are very up, down, left, right, black, white. It's you and me against the world. You love me or you hate me. So this could even be something that they bond over. They team up together, and you, of course, are the enemy. Like I say, it can be part of the love bombing, bringing them closer together for the moment, because that's what we know narcissists do. That's the way they behave. They build you up and pull you close to be able to bring you back down later on as they begin to devalue. If you'd like to talk one-on-one about what you're going through or what you've gone through in a toxic, abusive relationship, with someone highly narcissistic, you can always send an email to bookachatwithjess@gmail.com to have one-on-one private chats with me. There are some times when the new supply might reach out, and again, like I say, this is section 2, and the narcissist has not asked them to do so. The narcissist is moving on and doing something else, doing their thing. Maybe they can't really much be bothered with you. Maybe a more significant amount of time has gone by, whatever, but they can reach out to you without the narcissist knowing or asking them to do so. And it might be because the narcissist has caused them some kind of insecurity, right? And now they're looking for answers. A narcissist, as we know, can and will plant little seeds of doubt in your mind and shine a spotlight on insecurities and make people upset. And they, of course, also behave very inappropriately and do a whole bunch of things they have no business doing. And that does eventually put the new supply on high alert. So a lot of people, when the relationship begins to deteriorate, they begin to get cheated on or get devalued, they will reach out to an ex if they feel like something is going on and they want answers. Answers they're not getting, obviously, from their partner. So this person's acting this way. They have no idea why. And so in a moment of need, they reach out to an ex. Similarly, it could be because the narcissist has caused them to feel jealousy, and they might reach out to you and tell you to back off. Perhaps they feel threatened by you. The narcissist hasn't told them to go to you and say anything, but they might be using triangulation. They might be talking about you an awful lot to make the new supply really upset. But they haven't told this person to come and talk to you. And this is where they might text you or what have you not and tell you, again, like I said in the beginning, well, we're together now, you better back off, so on and so forth. Yeah, there's no sign clearer that somebody isn't happy in a relationship than someone who walks around and talks about how happy they are. That's like some really funny shit right there. But I got a nice combination of these 2 points about little more than 2 years after my discard. This super aggressive, angry woman started off by trying to throw it in my face that he was her man now, to which I said, I'm sorry to hear that. She then went on to name call me and try to say a whole bunch of things about me that obviously weren't true, that he had told her when I got a smear campaign, like I say, call me names. And then she proceeded to tell me again that they're together and they have a baby now, which I already knew through the grapevine. These people's social media is like a soap opera, and they publicly broadcast it all because they're so dumb. But to which I also apologized because, well, now you're stuck with this person for a long time, and that's very sad. So it came about that she wanted to talk to me, and she very quickly made a direct turn from trying to insult me to now wanting to talk to me and get my side of the story and ask me questions. I told her that this person isn't who you think they are, and I'm sure you're aware of that, or you wouldn't be here talking to me where you clearly can't decide, do you want to flaunt this garbage in my face or do you want to get information? And she was then very abruptly blocked. Oh, and they aren't together anymore, if you're curious. Nonetheless, I know that they can reach out to you because, again, this happened to me personally, and this was years, honest to God, at least 2.5 years after my discard. And I was viciously attacked for things that I didn't even do, that if they did happen, it was years ago. So they also might accuse you and gaslight you on behalf of the narcissist, but again, they just haven't been told to do this. What happens is they begin to defend the narcissist. So when the narcissist plays like they're the sad little victim, oh, here's all this terrible stuff that this person's done to me, the new supply might react on the narcissist's behalf, even though the narc didn't necessarily tell them to do that. And there's actually a bunch of other stuff. Most of those things that I listed are things they do through email, texting, trying to call you on the phone, things like that you don't have to necessarily do in person. There are plenty of things they can do to you. They can approach your job or do the drive by your home. They can write you threatening letters or, things like that and stick them in your mailbox. They can try to be buddy-buddy with you, show up at your door, harass you on social media. Really, they could make your life miserable if they wanted to, if the narcissist can also brainwash them into wanting to do that because I can't understand who would want to do that. I felt very sorry for this person who tried to come to me and talk to me because they sounded very confused. They sounded very upset. And again, this person couldn't decide, did they want to throw this in my face or did they want to play nice with me and get information? Did they want my side of the story? And it was really very sad, the few messages that we did share back and forth before I chose to not entertain it anymore. So how do you handle this? Honestly, I'm just going to be transparent as always. You're an adult. Any way you choose to handle this is what's right for you. There's no way for me to tell you what's right for you. This is up to you. Again, I'm going to share my experience. I was, and frankly still am, willing to talk to somebody who is with this person that I was with, unfortunately, if I think I can help them. However, if I'm approached by a child who's going to yell or scream or throw things in my face, try to make me feel bad, whatever, jealous, I guess, gross, but whatever, I'm not talking to anybody like that if they're not going to be an adult. That's me though. But if someone did approach me as an adult, I would answer a few questions, but still I'm not going to get way extracurricular with it. Anything that I say to anybody else about this person in particular who's highly narcissistic, anything I say can so very quickly be swept away with a little bit of love bombing, some victim mentality, and some gaslighting. I did tell this person that the narc was a liar and a cheater, and you don't know half the story, and you have no idea what you're talking about. This person who reached out to me also stayed for a considerable amount of time, so the few things I did say didn't even hit home anyway. And that's why I say, if you choose to entertain this, that's fine. Don't expect them to leave the relationship or stop talking to this person. And with that information, maybe just answer a few questions and just let it go. You certainly don't have to if you don't want to. 9 times out of 10, it's honestly just a really big waste of time. Not always, but you'll have to gauge that for yourself. If someone's behavior gets absolutely out of control, don't deal with any of that. This is where you block, get restraining orders, file stalking charges, whatever you need to do to protect yourself. Save emails, save texts, get everything in black and white that you possibly can, get cameras installed, learn how to play the game, so on and so forth. Because we have to teach these people that we don't play. So, did this happen to you? Share it with me down in the comments and tell me how you handled it. Did you entertain it? Did you not? Hell, are you friends with this person now? Thanks very much for listening today. Please subscribe if you want more information on narcissistic abuse. Have a great day, survivor, and take care of yourself.